welcome to this week's project, Storytelling with Shadow Puppets. This is a project that is perfect to do with your family and an opportunity to talk with your parents or guardians about their experience with immigration. It can be their personal stories or that of their ancestors. I think this is a really fun project, but there's a few things you're going to need in order to make this work. First off, for your puppets, you're going to need black construction paper or any color really, and you're going to need scissors, as well as you're going to need any color of a color pencil that's like light so that it shows up on the black construction paper, or you could use a crayon or just anything that's a light color really. The other thing you're going to need is tape. You can either use clear tape or masking tape, and you're also going to need anything to hold up your puppet. So that could be straws, that could be bamboo skewers, or anything you have on hand. You could also possibly use the same color pencil. Now for your theater, you have a couple of options. The first option you have is just to hang up a white sheet and then shine a lamp behind it. But another fun way that we're going to teach you is to use an empty cereal box. Shadow puppets have a long history linked to Chinese culture. Legend has it that a king missed his wife so much after she passed away that he started to get very sick. So his helpers decided to recreate her image with fabric, and then they just presented her in a little shadow box theater, and that's how it all came to be. It's important to know that our artistic inspiration behind today's project is Carl Walker, who is an African-American woman who is famous for her large installations and galleries of huge silhouetted figures that tell a story surrounding the themes of race, gender, and racial inequality in the United States. It is important to note that Walker explained that she uses silhouettes because they tell a lot with very little information, and this is similar to what a stereotype does. Do you know what a stereotype is? Well, a stereotype is a generalization or simplification made upon a group of people or things. So why is this so negative? Well, because every person is a complex and unique human being, and you cannot and should not judge an action of one whole group based on an individual. It is easy and it might feel natural to do this, but you should challenge yourself to think of the bigger picture. With that being said, many of us have grown up hearing negative stereotypes about immigrants and immigration. But immigration is a very natural and normal process that spans humanity. It is my hope with this project that you will realize how unique everyone's experience is, and how making generalizations or stereotypes of a group can be very harmful, not just to the stranger, but to yourself, because you limit the knowledge that you are able to reach. Next, using sketching paper or just any paper you have on hand, you're going to make a storyboard. I would love it if you guys create a story based on your parents' or guardians' experience with immigration, but you are more than welcome to choose anything else to make your shadow puppet theater about. So one of my favorite stories is learning about the way that my mom and dad met in Mexico for the first time, and so I wanted to draw that out in my storyboard, but I'm not a huge fan about drawing people, so I decided to reimagine them as dragonflies that met in a pond. So you can see that I started off by making them people, but then obviously I was not a fan of this, so then I just decided to make them into little dragonflies, and they meet in a similar fashion. Now it's time to create the background and characters. Remember, these are just silhouettes, so they don't have to be detailed drawings. It would help if you just visualize a shadow. And so this is very good because you can draw something super roughly, but like the person who's viewing your show won't be able to see those details. Once you're done drawing, you can then go on to cut it out very carefully. Now, depending on how you want your character to walk, you can stick whichever type of stick you have on hand on the back of them. As you can see with the dragonfly, I only did it on one wing because I only wanted one wing to fly. But if I just wanted it to be upright, then I would stick it on the back like this. Or if I wanted it to like walk on its side horizontally, then it would stick on this way. And now you're ready to start your show. Obviously I have these puppets where I only stuck the straw on the back. So then they just hang upright on one side like this. Super fun, super easy to use. So you can also create moving puppets. This is pretty easy as well. All you're going to use is a pipe cleaner, and you're going to poke holes into the areas that you want it to move. And then you're just going to do like a twisty tie effect in the back. So move like this. As well as you can also put sticks in the back. So for example, I taped the back of this one, and then I have these two sticks, and this allows her to move like so. All you're gonna do is you're gonna take an empty cereal box, you're gonna open it up, you're gonna just use one side of it, and all you're gonna do is you wanna create and cut out a square within the box. So you're just gonna measure about 2 to 3 inches deep on each side, so on all 4 sides, and then you're gonna cut out the innermost square. After you have that done, then you're just gonna tape onto the back a white piece of paper. It could be like this type of paper, sketchbook paper, or it could be tissue paper, tracing paper, anything really works. I hope you and your family have a really fun time making this project as well as performing it, and also just to open up a deeper conversation on immigration. As always, we'll have more projects, so check those out. Thank you for joining us.